That was crazy, huh? Got it going though. You feel me? And we are back with another episode. You know what I mean? And I just had technical difficulties, but you know, you know, back at it, man. It ain't nothing but an easy layup. So I'm trying my hardest to get through this, to push through this episode. For one, the technical difficulties. For two, I just got some bad news this morning. You know what I mean? When you just have some bad news and just some bad news, you know, some shit that you just don't want to hear about, and something bad happening to a family member that you just don't want to hear about. And it's crazy because I wanted to talk about this topic um like like a while ago, before this situation had happened, which was crazy. You know what I mean? But it's crazy because you know what I mean. Shit happens. You know what I mean. Stuff happens. You know what I mean. But you know how I always started off, like how I always do. It's a treat when players meet podcast, starring your host Prince the P, 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 the P. And this is episode 21. I think it's episode 21. Is it episode 20? Yeah, episode 21. If you haven't, go like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? It's real I really appreciate it if you do. You know what I mean? So we can keep this going and keep going up. You know what I mean? And yeah. But I'm gonna make this one short because you know what I mean. You know what I'm saying though. Life moves on. Life got to keep going. The sun comes up and goes down with or without you. You know what I'm saying? So we got to keep it going, keep it prolific, keep the marathon continue. You know what I mean? So this topic, this episode is going to be called self-control talk. You know what I mean? And like I said, I woke up, you know what I'm saying, and I had some bad news. So don't mind me if I'm not really in the mood, you know what I mean? I'll try, how I do, pop my shit, but you know what I mean? Got a lot going on in my mind right now, but definitely wanted to talk about this topic. And just, a quick 30-minute, you know what I mean? Self-control. So I'm gonna give you the meaning of self-control though. It's the ability to control oneself, in particular one's emotions and desires, or the expression of them in one's behavior, especially in difficult situations. The similar words are self-discipline, self-restraint, control, self-mastery, self-possession, willpower, strength of will, composure, coolness, moderation, temperance, you know what I mean? Cool. And it's crazy how that shit, the bad news happened, but because I've been wanting to talk about this topic because there's a big thing going on with people thinking that they can control people. You know what I mean? People think that they can control someone into doing something. You know what I mean? Like, and that shit is not the way to go. That's not how life is supposed to be lived. You're not supposed to control anyone. You know what I mean? By any circumstance or whatever situation it is. You know what I mean? at the end of the day, you know what I mean? The name of the game is this is by choice, not by force. You know what I mean? That's the name of the game, and that's the name of life. But I understand, you know what I mean, less than 100 years ago, you know, black people were controlled into doing certain things. And, you know what I mean? Niggas was controlled, you know what I mean? And whooped and all that crazy shit. So, you know, in this day and age, you know, as times are getting better, um, that's a very, very, very important thing. You know what I mean? You can't, you know, relationships, you know, you can't say that, oh, you gotta, you know, control someone. You know what I mean? That's not, you know what I mean? That's not the fucking way to go. That's how you lose someone. That's how you lose respect for someone. You know what I mean? That's how you lose someone. You know what I mean? So all that control shit, you know, you got to get that shit out your mind. You know what I mean? Lose that shit. But I highlighted self-control because in order to succeed in life, you need to have self-control. In order to control the world around you and control situations, and you know what I mean? You don't want to fucking control someone. That's that slavery shit. And that's that shit I'm not with. You feel me? So, you know, or you know, that's that weird shit. That's that weird shit. You know what I mean? So, that self-control is really big. You know what I mean? And you know, because if you don't have self-control, you'll end up, you know, doing things out of, you know, out of spite, out of your emotion. You know what I mean? And then things go bad. You know what I mean? You end up doing things that you just end up doing bad things. So it's very important to have self-control and being patient and working on yourself. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, you will come across people, you know, even in relationships, you'll come across people that, you know, a woman, she'll do things for you without even you don't need to control a woman for her to do things. She's gonna already wanna do it. You know what I mean? You know, it goes hand in hand about, you know, at the end of the day, because, you know, the woman sees that you have self-control. You know what I mean? And you know how to guide yourself and guide things around you to make it healthy and wealthy. You know what I mean? So then, you know, the person gravitates towards that energy and listens to glistens. You know what I mean? That's where the listen to glisten comes from. You know what I mean? You don't need to control someone and force someone to do anything. That's some weird shit. That's some slavery shit. You know what I mean? And I don't know how the fuck motherfuckers get away with that shit. Cause that don't make no damn sense. You know what I mean? So if someone ever comes around you and talks about oh, you need to control this person. Now, what if I said that, oh, I'm gonna control this girl. I'm gonna control her and make her do everything I want to do. That'll make no damn sense. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you want to have self-control, you know, over your fucking self. You know what I mean? And at the end of the day, like I said, even vice versa. The man will do things without you having to control him. Vice versa, the woman is gonna do things without you having to control them. Like I said, the name of the game is by choice, not by force. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying, though. You know, I didn't mean that. I don't like touching on topics about, you know, slavery shit, but that was a good, you know, man, shit's just crazy, man. You know, shit crazy. Self-control talk, man. Make this quick. So, you know, unfortunately, you know what I mean? You know, a lot of bad situations happen when people think that they could control someone. You know what I mean? And you know, that just sounds like some motherfucking back in the day shit. That shit's not cool. You know what I mean? And you know, because at the end of the day, you know, I know I have anger. I wouldn't say I have anger issues. I mean, who doesn't? Who doesn't have anger issues? I feel like I think everybody deals with anger issues. You know what I mean? Definitely, for sure. You know what I mean? And you know, because you know we deal with a lot of stupid ass shit in our life and stupid people. You know what I mean? And it makes you just want to slap the dog shit out. Boy, I know everybody's been there. Everybody's been there before, where you just want to slap the dog shit out of a bitch. You know what I mean? Just wind back super hard or super back like this and just swing. You know what I mean? You know, or vice versa, you know what I mean? The bitch want to motherfucking slap the dog shit out of a nigga. You know what I mean? Or you want to sock uppercut a motherfucking nigga so motherfucking hard across his motherfucking jaw and just break that motherfucker. But you have to have self-control. It's not player to just do things out of control of your body. You have to have control of your body. You have to have control of your mind. You know what I mean? And I know a lot of people, like I said, go through things and deal with stupid, ignorant people, come across very ignorant people that just get on your nerve and do bad things to you, you know, because I know the good people. I'm talking to the good people. The good people got it bad. We got it the worst. We got it the worst. You know what I mean? So, and it makes you want to change into something different. You know what I mean? Which is, you know, hit people, which you shouldn't be putting hands on nobody. You shouldn't be putting hands on nobody at all. Zero tolerance on, this is non-contact. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be putting your hands on nobody. I mean, I know, like I said, going back to what I said, I know sometimes you want to just sock the motherfucking shit out of motherfuckers and beat the fuck out of people because they just say dumb shit. They do dumb shit. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you know, you just want to put that energy towards, you know, working out, you know, reading books, being creative, start a podcast, put the energy towards music or art or whatever the case may be, where it cools you down. You know what I mean? And taking, you know, my pops told me about the yada I mean up back in the day. You know what I mean? Certain situations you need to just slow down. If you slow down, the shit that's going on, that's, you know, just bringing your brain to the roof. You know what I mean? And make it like that split second of you wanting to do something crazy. You know what I mean? If you just slow down in that second, in that moment, if you just slow down and just remove yourself from the situation, man, you want to talk about elevation? That will literally elevate you. I don't care if you found out that your girl cheated on you. You found out that your girl brought some people over doing some crazy shit, partying, crazy shit. Seen text on the phone. You seen a dude text motherfucking the phone. You seen whatever the crazy situation, all the crazy situations that make people just snap and do things that they probably wouldn't never do, because you do things that you never thought. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, if you just remember, just slow down. Like if you just slow down and have self-control, just pause, take a breath, even though that shit be hard as hell. That shit be hard. Trust me. That is the hardest thing in life, I will have to say. Because that thing right there, You know what I mean? Like I don't want to say it, but even I'm even taking it to the point where if someone just randomly just slaps you, I know I might sound crazy as fuck right now because it's like a lot of people may be like, "What? Hell no, nah, catch the fade." Da, 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 da. But at the end of the day, what if you're out in public? You know what I mean? What if you know what I mean? Like that's where my mind is at. You know, because 10 times out of 10, a person will snitch on you. You know, it could be a disclosed situation. It could be out on the street, or whatever the case may be. A motherfucker comes and slaps you, then you catch a case. Then you're in a, you know what I mean? So I'm on some shit where it's like, if someone were to do that, hey, you know what I mean? But I know it's a fucked up situation because even if you a, or if someone rah, and then you a, and then you go in the dark, and then you, hey, what's up with that? What's up with that? What's up, shit? You know, 10 times out of 10, they gon' rah, right? So, you know, it just goes back to just self control. And I've been thinking about this all day because I've been bothered about something. Something really bothered me. I had some bad news, like I said, but you know, I ain't gonna go on too much topic. But you know, just having self control because there's gonna be there, and I'm the perfect person to talk to about self control because I've definitely, you know, trained myself to not have anger issues because I definitely came across people that definitely said racist shit. I've definitely been chilling and someone threatened my life to kill me just because I'm being me. No cap. You know what I mean? On some stupid shit. You know, some racist shit. You know what I mean? And I definitely dealt with some crazy ass situations and and you know what I mean? And at the end of the day, you know, if you have self control, if you just have self control and just back up, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if you don't want to be in a situation where now you're spending your whole life in prison, or you know, you end up in a bad situation, or something stupid. You know what I mean? Something hella stupid to where it's like you could just shut the fuck up, remove yourself, and be gone from that motherfucking bullshit. Gone from that bullshit. Gone. That bullshit is out of here. Because at the end of the day, it's like somewhere in a whole different country that this bullshit don't even matter. That bullshit don't even matter, bruh. You know what I mean? Like some real shit. That bullshit right here, right now, that second, somewhere in a whole different world, whole different country, you know what I mean? Or 5-10 years down the road, that shit don't even matter. Self-control. I can't express this, bruh. I can't stress this enough. Self-control. Fuck that controlling other people's shit. That's not player. You know what I mean? This is by choice, not by force. So if you're trying to control anyone in a relationship, control anybody in life, you're a sucker. You're a sucker. You know what I mean? You're a lame. That's not how you elevate, and that's not how you do things in life. That's not. You know what I mean? That's some weird back in the day shit, for one. And for two, that's how you lose. You know what I mean? So this is some real gentleman, real real player stuff I'm kicking right now. You know what I mean? Having self-control. You know what I mean? And removing yourself from a stupid situation. Because at the end of the day, I know I might sound crazy, you know, with, you know, if your girl, you find your girl cheating, if you find your dude cheating, if you find, you know what I mean, if someone slaps the dog shit out of you in public or in the dark or whatever the case may be, you know, in the dark is kind of crazy though. But I'm still like, damn, because if you know, I mean, hey, you do what you do in the dark. Do what you do. You know what I mean? But 10 times out of 10, you better do what you do because 10 times out of 10, everybody snitches. You know what I mean? Not everybody, but there's, you know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you get what I'm trying to say. You get what I'm trying to say here. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man. So, um, you know, it just kills me, man. You know what I mean? Hearing about bad shit. And, you know, because I know I've been there before, and it's it's no situation to be in when you can't control yourself. You know, and it's no situation to be in if you think if you think you can control someone. You know what I mean? So, you know, for the people out there that are, you know, dealing with these types of things, you know, because you never know. You know, I probably got, you never know. You never know. You know, dealing with, uh, 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 you know, situations where you have someone controlling you, or you having problems having self-control in yourself. just just hear me out, and please, you know, resort to, you know, positive. Don't turn it to a negative. You know, do negative things if you can't have self-control of yourself. If you find yourself getting very angry over something someone's doing to you or done, you know, remove yourself from the situation. Or, you know, if you're out and about moving and grooving, trying to elevate, something happens, you know, resort to pitting things into positive things like working out, reading, hey man, walking, you know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, I don't want to see no one in prison for a very long time, or for, you know, spending some time of their life in prison, you know, when they, you know, doing things that they should have been doing, you know, in the free world, man. You know what I mean? And yeah, man. So this shit just, you know, just blows me, man. You know what I mean? So, um, yeah, you know, just be very just be very cautious of, you know, of those who, you know, if you come across people also that said that if you they didn't like you in the beginning too. That's another thing I want to talk about to piggyback on this type of situation. If someone never liked you in the beginning, they will never like you. So get it the fuck out of your brain. Get it the fuck out of your brain. Lose it. If someone never liked you, has some type of feeling about you in the beginning, didn't even know you in the beginning, or whatever the case may be, they still around you, forget it. Stay sharp, like the end of a scope. You know what I mean? I come from a place where you will be you will be stupid to think that, oh man, I know this person said this back in the day of me, you know what I mean? But, you know, we're cool now. Get the fuck out of here. That's some lame shit. And you need to boss up and motherfucking stay sharp on shit. That goes hand in hand on self control and trying to control somebody, man. But like I said, man, this is a short episode. You know what I mean? Because you know, at the end of the day, you know, life goes on, and you know what I mean. Stay positive out there. You know what I mean? You know, keep that negative energy out of your aura. You know what I mean? Continue to make the next move the best move. You know what I mean? And man, stay high, stay high vibrated up. Stay high vibrated up, man. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, you know, have self-control of yourself. Never control someone. And stay sharp like the end of the scope on people that, on people that say they didn't like you. Now they supposedly cool with you. Stay sharp. This is not a game. Life is not a game. You know what I mean? I wrap the camo because, you know what I'm saying, we are in the field and this is war. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna end it just like that, man. Man, you know it's a treat when players meet. Podcast starring your host, Prince the P. The P, the P, the P, the P, the P. Man, stay positive out there, man. Real recognize real. And we out. Just